Power plays do not end up with righteous results because they are rooted in the spirit of rebellion. Hi, this is Barry Phillips with 10-Minute Torah, day number 2 of Qorach. Now let's continue with this unfolding drama in Bamidbar, or Numbers chapter number 16. The word says that Qorach took men. The word here is Vayachak Qorach. Vayachak is a form of the word lachak, and the meaning of that word is to take, to lay hold of, to seize, to capture, to captivate. So it even gives the idea of using captivating charms, a doctrine or a teaching. Hasn't that happened? And so we understand then that Qorach was using what was perceived as wise, reasonable arguments and a doctrine of everybody in the camp is holy. Everybody is set apart. Is Yah not in the midst of us? Oh, really? So they have finally come to an answer of their question that goes all the way back to Shemot, or Exodus chapter 17, where they wondered out loud, is Yah in our midst or not? Well, now they have determined, oh, by the way, Yah is in our midst, and Moshe, you're overstepping your bounds. You're taking on too much for yourselves. Well, Qorach seems to be the man of the hour and the man with the answer, and he has now accumulated 250 men of esteem, men of renown, the choice leadership of the nation of Am Israel. He has a formidable army to go and stand against 2 men. 2. So the odds now are 250 to 2. The understanding then that is being played out, and just hear me out on this statement, it's important. Qorach had to disassociate himself from the community in order to reject that same community. Follow what I'm saying? He took himself out of the community in order to reject the community. Now he is raising up a new community. It allows him to operate outside the parameters of Am Israel and not be guilty. I'm no longer a part of your group. I'm establishing a new group. We're going to play by different sets of laws, different sets of rules, and at least in our own eyes, we can do what we want and not be guilty. So this is the spirit behind the idea, if we do away with the Torah, we're under a new dispensation, and we don't have to play by those rules. Yet we are attached to the goal of the original group. We want to claim all the benefit and all the goods and services of the original group, but we are a separate group. When rebellion rises up, it rarely makes sense. Qorach and his compatriots, his allies, arrived in a contentious manner and looked at Moshe and Aaron and said, the whole camp is holy, Moshe. Who do you think you are that you can set yourself up above the rest of us? You and your brother Aaron, you take on too much for yourselves. Moshe quickly saw through what was going on here and realized that these men were but in a state of rebellion. Moshe didn't ask for this job. Matter of fact, he had argued against taking this job. He didn't want this job, but it was given to him by none other than the creator of all the universe. Some rabbis say that Moshe argued for some 30 days, trying to dissuade Yah from choosing him. So this reluctant leader has now proven himself over and again. Yah has clearly indicated that he is the man that has been chosen, but Qorach seems to think there was a better choice and Yah just wasn't aware of it. So what is it that they're actually asking to take place? Are they calling for democratic elections? Let this be known. Yah does not use elections to determine who is best. He uses choice. Yah said to those in the book of Acts, "Choose you out men who are filled with the Ruach HaKodesh, and let them take on the matter of serving tables." Yah chooses. He appoints. We may not agree with his choice. We may wonder why he would elevate such a person, but Yah knows what he's doing. It's when someone usurps his choice. It's when someone claims to be chosen and yet Yah has not chosen them that we get into trouble. In the house of Yeshai, Jesse, Shemuel the prophet arrives and he looks among the sons and thinks all of them are qualified, but Yah says only one is qualified and he's not here. He's watching his father's sheep out in the fields. He's the one that is duteous. He is the one that is faithful. He's the one that is overlooked. I didn't ask for the job that I have, but I was given to it. Yah chose me. Why? I have no idea. But my only response is to say, yes, sir, and do the best job that I can. The same is for you. Why did Yah put you where you are, doing whatever it is that you're doing? Why are you in your circumstances? Sometimes they're not of our own making. But as far as the election of Yahweh, why did he choose us? Because he sees more in us than we see in ourselves. That is for sure. So we understand then that Qorach is looking for elections. They want Moshe and Aaron to step down because they want to step up. Beware of those people who come and point out the problem but reveal themselves to be the answer to that problem. Let that sink in. They are demanding spiritual equality, which does not exist. And the reality is they are chronic complainers. If they were not going to complain about this, they were going to be complaining about something else. Someone is always going to have an issue. Now, let's take a step beyond this. If this is taking place in the camp of Am Israel, what is taking place in the heavenlies? Because that circumstance played out in the physical realm is revealing to us that which is taking place in the spiritual realm. In the spiritual realm, Hasatan, the accuser of the brethren, the accuser of Am Israel, is standing before Yahweh and saying that they're taking on too much. He is accusing Moshe. He is accusing Aaron of having the wrong attitude and the wrong heart and the wrong motivations about walking in their leadership. Israel is failing, obviously, because these men are not functioning correctly. Yah has made a wrong choice. And so human agency takes up on the earth the work of Hasatan in the spiritual realm. Be careful that when you open your mouth to slander and accuse, that you're not a collaborating witness with the accuser of the brethren operating in the spiritual realm. Friends, we must learn the difference of righteous reproof, going to a brother or sister and offering correction, versus accusing and slandering and seeking to usurp and take over their place. Let us walk righteously. For once, as the body of Messiah, let's stand up in righteous relationship. More on these things tomorrow. Until then, shalom.